Otro día más, otra oportunidad para prepararnos mejor para nuestra entrevista. El día de hoy te traigo una práctica completa de una simulación de entrevista para que puedas medir qué tan preparado estás. Tenía bastante que no hacía un video como este. También a las 2 de la tarde del día de hoy voy a subir otro video de la N400 en la cual estamos desglosando pregunta tras pregunta. Te invito a que veas ese video y para que no te pierdas ese video y ninguno de los videos que subimos, suscríbete a nuestro canal y también enciende la campana. De esta manera, cuando subamos un video, YouTube te lo anunciará. Espero contar con tu apoyo en ambos videos. Recuerda que toda esta información que ponemos es gratis. Lo único que te pedimos es que nos ayudes a darle un like, que lo compartas con personas que le pueden ser útiles y que nos sigas en nuestra cuenta de Instagram, en la cual vienen personas a contarnos cómo fueron sus experiencias. Muy bien, amigos, sin nada más que decir, comencemos con la práctica del día de hoy. Hi, please come in and remain standing. You can put your stuff next to the chair. Thank you. Can you please raise your right hand? Do you swear and affirm that the statements you will give and provide today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Thank you. Please take a seat. How are you feeling today? Don't worry, it's normal to feel nervous. Do you understand what an oath is? Thank you. What is your full legal name? Have you used a different name? Would you like to change your name? Do you understand why are you here today? Can you please tell me why are you here today? Okay. Do you know what are the requirements to be a U.S. citizen? Thank you. Why do you want to become a U.S. citizen? Okay. When did you submit your application for the citizenship? Okay, can you please show me your permanent resident card, your passport, and your ID? You don't need to give it to me, just show it to me. Thank you. And how did you become a permanent resident? Okay, in what year did you become a permanent resident? Okay, where were you born? And what is your phone number? What is your social security number? And what is your date of birth? What is your height and your weight? Do you still have the same address? Can you please give me your address? Okay. How long have you been living at this address? Are either your parents U.S. citizens? Are you currently employed? How do you support yourself? When was the last time that you worked? Okay. And what do you do in your job? What kind of job did you had back in your country? Okay. Since you sent in your application, your N400, have you traveled out of the United States? Have you traveled out of the United States in the last 5 years? How many times have you traveled out of the United States in the last 5 years? And where did you travel to? And who traveled with you? Let's talk about the last trip. Where did you travel in the last time? How many days were you out of the United States in this trip? In any of your trips, were you more than 6 months out of the United States? Okay. What is your marriage status? How many times have you been married? Is your spouse a U.S. citizen? What is your spouse's name? Can you please spell your spouse's name for me? And how long have you been married? Do you have any children? Are any of your children U.S. citizens? And what is your relationship with your children? Well, now we're going to do the civic test. I'm going to ask you 10 questions. You have to answer correctly at least 6 of them. Are you ready? Okay. What stops one branch of government from becoming too powerful? What do we show loyalty when we say the Pledge of Allegiance? When was the Declaration of Independence adopted? During the Cold War, what was the main concern of the United States? What are the 2 major political parties in the United States? How many U.S. senators are there? What is the capital of the United States? What is the name of the President of the United States? What is the highest court in the United States? Who was president during the Great Depression and World War II? Congratulations, you have approved your civic test. Now we're going to do the reading and writing part. Can you please read the following sentence? Now, can you please write the following sentence? Lincoln was the president during the Civil War. Lincoln was the president during the Civil War. Lincoln was the president during the Civil War. This is how you write Lincoln was the president during the Civil War. Congratulations, you have approved your writing and reading test. Now please answer yes or no to the following questions. Have you ever claimed to be a U.S. citizen in writing or any other way? Have you ever registered to vote in any federal, state, or local election in the United States? Have you ever voted in any federal, state, or local election in the United States? Why not? Do you now have or did you ever had inheritance title or an order of nobility from any foreign country? Have you ever been declared legally incompetent or been confined into a mental institution? Do you now owe any overdue federal, state, or local taxes? Have you ever not filed your federal, state, or local tax return since you become a lawful permanent resident? Have you ever called yourself a non-U.S. resident on a federal, state, or local tax return since you become a lawful permanent resident? When was the last time that you paid your taxes? When you file your taxes, do you file your taxes by yourself? Usually when you file taxes, do you have to pay taxes or you receive a refund? Okay. Have you ever been a member of, involved in, or any way associated with any organization, association, fund, foundation, party, club, society, or similar group in the United States or another location in the world? Have you ever been a member of or any way associated, either directly or indirectly, with the Communist Party, with any other totalitarian party, with a terrorist organization? Can you please explain to me what is communism? Thank you. Have you ever advocated either directly or indirectly the overthrow of any government by force or violence? Have you ever persecuted any person because of race, religion, national origin, membership in a particular social group, or political opinion? Between March 23, 1933 and May 8, 1945, did you work for or any way associate with the Nazi government of Germany? Were you ever involved in any way with any of the following: genocide, torture, killing or trying to kill someone, badly hurting or trying to hurt a person on purpose, forcing or trying to force someone to have any kind of sexual contact or relations, not letting someone practice his or her religion? What is a religion? Thank you. Were you ever a member of, or did you ever serve in, help, or otherwise participate in any of the following groups: military unit, paramilitary unit, police unit, self-defense unit, vigilant unit, a rebel group, a guerrilla group, a militia. How about insurgent organization? What is a militia? Thank you. Were you ever a worker, volunteer, soldier, or did you otherwise ever serve in any other following: prison or jail, a prison camp, a detention facility, a labor camp, any other place where people were forced to stay? Were you ever a part of any group, or did you ever help any group, unit, or organization that uses weapons against any person or threaten to do so? Did you ever self-give or provide weapons to any person, or help another person self-give or provide weapons to any person? Did you ever receive any type of military, paramilitary, or weapons training? What is a weapon? Do you ever recruit, enlist, conscript, or use any person under 15 years of age to serve in or help an armed force or group? Do you ever use any person under 15 years of age to do anything that help or support people in combat? Have you ever committed, assisted, and committed or attempt to commit a crime or offense for which you were not arrested? Have you ever been arrested, cited, or detained by any law enforcement officer for any reason? What is cited? Thank you. Have you ever been charged with, committed, attempted to commit, or assisted in committing a crime or offense? Have you ever been convicted of a crime or offense? Have you ever been placed in a deterrent, sentencing, or rehabilitate program? Have you ever received a suspended sentence, being placed in probation, or being paroled? Have you ever been in jail or prison? Have you ever been a habitual drunkard? Have you ever been a prostitute or procured anyone for prostitution? Have you ever sold controlled substance, illegal drugs, or narcotics? Have you ever been married to more than one person at the same time? Have you ever married someone in order to obtain immigration benefits? Have you ever helped anyone to enter or try to enter the United States illegally? Have you ever gambled illegally or received income from illegal gambling? Have you ever failed to support your dependents or pay alimony? Have you ever made any misrepresentation to obtain any public benefit in the United States? Okay. Have you ever given any U.S. government official any information or documentation that was false, fraudulent, or misleading? Have you ever lied to any U.S. government official to gain entry or admission into the United States, or to gain an immigration benefit while in the United States? In what year you were in prison? Okay. Have you ever been removed, excluded, or deported from the United States? Have you ever been ordered, removed, excluded, or deported from the United States? Do you owe any taxes? Okay. Are removal, exclusion, rescission, or deportation proceedings currently pending against you? Have you ever served in the U.S. Armed Forces? Can you tell me in Spanish what I just asked you? Have you ever served in the U.S. Armed Forces? Thank you. Are you a male who live in the United States and any time between your 18th and 26th birthday? Okay. Do you support the Constitution and form of government of the United States? Do you understand the full oath of allegiance to the United States? What is an oath of allegiance? Are you willing to take the full oath of allegiance to the United States? If the law requires it, are you willing to bear arms on behalf of the United States? If the law requires it, are you willing to perform non-combat services in the U.S. Armed Forces? If the law requires it, are you willing to perform work of national importance under civilian directions? Okay, please review all the information is correct. If everything is correct, sign and print your name. Thank you. Congratulations, you have approved your citizenship interview. ¿Qué tal? ¿Cómo te fue en tu práctica? Espero que te ha ido excelente. Si tuviste algún problema con alguna de las preguntas, no te preocupes, ve a ver cualquiera de estos dos videos que te van a ayudar a encontrar esa respuesta. Si tienes tu entrevista esta semana, toda la suerte del mundo. Si no la tienes, no te preocupes, aquí seguiremos trabajando tú y yo juntos para que puedas lograr tu meta. Nos vemos en el próximo video. Chao.